The following video is a work of fiction and is for entertainment purposes only. Troller discretion is advised.
Welcome to Call of Duty Origins 2.0. And welcome to 2025. 162 feet, 3 levels, $97 million. Money can't buy happiness, but neither can poverty. And this luxurious super yacht is fit for royalty. The vessel you see before you is owned by the world-renowned scientist, Dr. Ivan Jackson. Complete with a full gym, extra-large kitchen, spacious master bedroom, multiple hot tubs, and a number of extra toys and gadgets, the cleverly named Bon Voyage has all the amenities needed to make your vacation unforgettable. In the year 2019, Dr. Jackson achieved worldwide praise for discovering a new rare earth element known as celerium. This element would come to be instrumental in the development of some of the most advanced technology the world has ever seen. It was truly a groundbreaking discovery that helped make Dr. Ivan Jackson a household name, but it also made him a marked man. A few years later, Dr. Jackson gathered his friends and family together and set sail for international waters on his brand new yacht. 2 weeks of non-stop relaxation, basking in the glory of his achievements. But the extremist group, Cordis Dia, had other plans for the Doctor. Desperate to get their hands on rare earth elements, 6 highly trained members of the organization were ordered to hijack the yacht and interrogate Dr. Ivan Jackson. They were told to obtain the information they needed by any means necessary. And they did just that. Once on board, they proceeded to gun down everyone in sight before kidnapping the Doctor. His wife, his children, his friends, slaughtered. They forced him to open his safe and hand over every piece of data he had on celerium. And then, in the interest of tying up loose ends, gunned him down where he stood. The man who made a discovery that changed the course of mankind, murdered in cold blood. In the blink of an eye, a dream vacation of a lifetime turned into a vicious massacre. And Cordis Dia's grand scheme was finally underway. And the only question that remains is, where would they strike next? I never thought I'd see the day when a big boat is coming my way. But believe me when I say, I fucked a mermaid. Take a good hard look at the motherfucking boat. Thank you for watching. I really wanted to have the I'm on a Boat song playing in the background, but unfortunately, due to copyright issues, that wasn't possible. So just imagine that it's playing in the background right now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and be sure to come back every Saturday right here on Machinima Respawn for new episodes of Call of Duty Origins 2.0. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/DenkOps. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk. I'm on a boat, and I'll see you soon.
50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush. Now it begins.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and I wanted to update you guys on some things today. Catch you up on, what's up with the Denk. So let's jump right in. First off, a brand new episode of Call of Duty Origins 2.0 is now live on Machinima Respawn, this time covering the map Hijacked, so check that out, leave some love, etc., etc. Speaking of Respawn, I mentioned this on Twitter, but I didn't get a chance to tell you guys in video form. Respawn has actually picked up another series of mine, Call of Duty Scorigins. If you didn't see the first episode of Scorigins, there's an annotation on the screen, so be sure to check that out. But That series is now going to be a weekly series on Machinima Respawn, airing on Wednesdays. So you'll have Origins every Saturday and Scorigins every Wednesday. And I'm really excited to have 2 weekly series on Respawn. I think that, I don't know, like, I take a lot of pride in being a director, and I know not a lot of people do, because it's a pretty popular belief that Respawn isn't really what it used to be. You know, it used to be just an excellent hub for awesome content, and in my opinion, it's seen better days. But a goal of mine is to help bring some quality content back to the channel. Whether or not you like Origins or Scorigins, for whatever reason, I think it's pretty clear and obvious, I hope it's clear and obvious, that time and effort go into both. I think that shows, and I stand behind those episodes. If you want to do YouTube, one big piece of advice I have for you is stand behind your content. You know, try to look at your videos objectively. You know what I mean? Like, from someone else's shoes. Say to yourself, is this something that I would watch or that I would like? That's very important if you're trying to build a successful channel. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, I'll have 2 weekly series on Machinima Respawn, Call of Duty Origins, and Call of Duty Scorigins, every Saturday and every Wednesday. And I'm actually working on a 3rd series. It's still in the infant stages, but I've talked about it with some of the Respawn guys, and, you know, honestly, I have a great relationship with the people at Machinima. People can say whatever they want about them, but my personal experience with them has been excellent. You know, especially with the Respawn team. They really respect my opinions and my content. They know what I'm capable of creating content-wise. So when I come to them with an idea, they're always open to listen, which I greatly appreciate, and it makes my life just so much easier. So once I wrap this idea up, there's the possibility that I'll have 3 weekly series on Machinima Respawn. And I don't think that's ever happened before. I don't think that's ever been done, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to having that opportunity. That will be so huge for this channel and for the DenkOps army. Like, the bigger the army, the bigger the influence. So I have to thank you guys for supporting me so far. I told you a few weeks back that I had a lot of great stuff in store, and we're going to see some of those things come to fruition in the very near future. So that's pretty much going to wrap this up. I just wanted to get you guys kind of caught up on some things going on with my channel, and I hope you guys are looking forward to continuing this journey with me, and that's going to do it for me. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon.
50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush. Now it begins.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and I'd like to introduce you to what's probably my new favorite weapon in Black Ops 2, the Ballista with iron sights. This thing is crazy. I'm not really a big sniper. You guys know that. I don't think I've ever posted really any sniper gameplays on my channel, but this thing is a beast. And in the beginning of this clip, I just go absolutely crazy with this thing. The thing about the iron sights, and really the Ballista in general, is that you do need to be a lot more precise and accurate with your shots than with, like, the DSR. The DSR is basically a one-hit kill, you know, on the pinky toe. But with the Ballista, it's a little bit harder to get used to, and with the iron sights, I think it makes it even more challenging. And that's kind of what I really like about it. I like the fact that to get that one-hit kill, you need to really be on target. And sometimes with lag and hit detection, that's not always the easiest thing to do. The funny thing is, before this game came out, everyone was so excited about the Ballista's iron sights. They're like, oh, you know, finally a sniper rifle again where we can have iron sights. But I really don't see too many people using it. And I really think it's because it takes a little bit more skill to be accurate with it. I mean, you see this streak I'm going on. I don't think I miss any shots. And if I did, I probably would have been dropped. I would have been dead. If I got a hit marker anywhere, someone would have taken me out. I mean, I work all the way up to my dogs just with the Ballista. And if any of those shots were off, I mean, I probably could have been dropped so easily. And right here, oh my god, this random nade took me out. I was so mad. I was on such a hot streak, and then that stupid-ass random nade took me out, but whatever. So like I said, because it takes a little more precision, a little more accuracy, I think that's why not too many people are using it online. I really haven't been killed by it too many times. You'll see here, that's the first time I miss a shot, and boom, he takes me right out. So I would recommend to you to rank up the Ballista, get those iron sights. It's pretty far down in the attachment unlocks. So work your way through the Ballista attachments and use this iron sight. Try to get used to it and see how well you do with it. I think it's really a lot of fun to have that little extra challenge. And One thing I will say in this game's credit is that it's giving me a reason to try out different things and try out different weapons and setups. Like I said, I don't really snipe ever, but I don't know, I decided to give the snipers a try, and I really enjoyed them. So I would recommend to you not only just to try out the Ballista, but to try out weapons you haven't tried before. I was using some LMGs the other day. I mean, I've just been trying out different stuff, and I would highly recommend you do that. If you're finding yourself not enjoying this game that much, try out some different setups. I was using the assault shield the other day and just pissing people off in an online match, and it was kind of fun. You know, there are ways to have fun with this game without going try hard every single game. So try out some different weapons. I definitely recommend you try out this Ballista with the iron sights. It's a beast if you're accurate and you're precise. Like I said, try some different shit. Stop sticking to the same guns all the time. I know it's funny that I'm saying that, and I think every video I've posted so far has been with an MSMC, but you will start seeing other weapons pretty soon. And I mean, I'm enjoying the variety a little bit, and that's kind of tough to do in Call of Duty sometimes, because most games have, you know, the top 1 or 2 weapons, and it can feel like if you don't use those weapons, you're at a disadvantage. But that's not necessarily the case in this game, and that's something that I will say is a positive about Black Ops 2. So that's pretty much that. I just wanted to introduce you to my new favorite weapon, the Ballista with iron sights, and kind of encourage you to try out some different setups. Try some snipers, try some LMGs. The guns in this game are pretty good. SMGs are the kings, but you can do well with other weapons. So give these ones a try, and I hope you've enjoyed my first video getting like more than 1 kill with a sniper rifle. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon. What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and welcome to Call of Duty Scorigins, a brand new series where we'll take an in-depth look at the awesome new score streaks that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 has to offer. We'll discuss the score requirements, real-life counterparts, and most effective uses of each individual score streak, plus a whole lot more. So sit back and enjoy the debut of Call of Duty Scorigins. Welcome to Call of Duty Scorigins. Today, we'll be taking a look at the Guardian. The Guardian is a placeable defensive score streak unlocked at level 15, with a score requirement of 650, or 520 when running hardline. When active, it projects a wave of radiation that stuns and impairs enemies, and, if exposed for too long, will cause them to meet their end. The Guardian is the 2025 imagining of the real-life active defense system, which works by firing a high-powered beam of heat waves at a target. It was designed as a non-lethal system, only causing temporary discomfort to those in its path. In 2010, the ADS was deployed in Afghanistan, but was removed from service in July of that same year. One of the reasons for its removal was its unreliability under severe environmental conditions, such as heavy rain, snow, and fog. Its in-game depiction, however, is much more portable and much more deadly. The Guardian is most effective when placed near high-traffic areas such as capture points, spawns, etc. Up to 2 Guardians can be deployed per player at a time, and will remain active until either destroyed by an enemy or until the end of a round. The player will receive 10 Guardian suppression points when an enemy steps into the path of the radiation, and you'll be able to hear the effects of the heat wave on your enemy. A Guardian kill will also reward the player with an extra 25 points to build towards their next score streak. The most effective counter to the Guardian is explosive damage, such as a launcher, grenade, or C4. While bullets can also take down the Guardian with little effort, it may be wise to use your lethal equipment and conserve ammo for the battlefield. All in all, the Guardian can effectively turn the tide of any game. Place them in high traffic areas and watch the points roll in. For maximum score potential, stay within close range of your Guardian, and when those suppressed points pop up, quickly take out your enemy before they have a chance to recover. It's an excellent score streak choice to fill both a lethal and supporting role in your streak setup. It's almost too easy. Earn it deploy it, and find out if your enemies can take the heat of the Guardian. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the very first episode of Call of Duty Scorigins. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up. It helps a lot. And let me know in the comment section below which score streak you'd like to see next. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel at youtube.com/DenkOps, feel free to do so right now. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon.
50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush.
Now it begins.
Sit back, get comfortable, listen. Here's the thing. One of the things I do is make videos. If I could borrow a line from the Almighty One, I make videos and put them on the internet. I make videos and put them on the internet, and I get paid for it. I make money doing it. It's not a lot, it's not groundbreaking, life-changing money, but it's something. Let's talk about some other things I do. I do voiceover work on the regular, graphic design too. I have my own digital media business, dozens of return clients who give me work on the regular, and I'm making new clients all the time. I make money doing that. I get paid for it. Matter of fact, that's pretty much how I pay my bills. I get paid for it because I'm good at it. Now, let's rewind the clock a little bit. I didn't always get paid for it. At first, it was a hobby. Hey, I'm pretty good at talking. I have a pretty good voice. Why don't I try doing some voiceovers? Hey, I'm interested in web design and graphic design. Why don't I teach myself HTML and see what I can do? And there are other hobbies of mine that turned into much more, and maybe I'll touch on some of those in the future, but here's my point. You have a hobby. I'm sure you do. What's your hobby? Maybe you like graphic design. Maybe you can play guitar. Maybe you're really good at video games. But why does it have to be a hobby for you? Why can't it be more than that? Why can't it be a source of income for yourself? Why can't it be a profession? Guess what? It can. It absolutely can. It's tough to find a better feeling in the world than the one that you get when you realize you're making money doing something you enjoy doing. Millions of people all over the world hate their job. Hate it. So when people tell you, why don't you get a real job? Why don't you get a real job? Tell them because you couldn't give two shits about their so-called real jobs. When Bill Gates and Steve Jobs were in their garages trying to design software that would improve the world, how many people you think told them to get a real job? Why do you have to be one of those people? The simple answer is, you don't. Find a passion, focus on it, become great at it, and pursue it. It's not wrong to want to make money doing something you enjoy. As much as ignorant people and anonymous internet trolls want to tell you it's wrong, it's not. People will say, well, you shouldn't do it for the money. And yes, you should not do it for the money. You should do it because you're passionate about it. If you're passionate about something, it's easy to be good at it. And if you're good at it, the money will come. Every amount of money I've ever made, every cent I've ever earned, I did just that. I earned it. I worked for it. Everybody deserves the success that they work for, if they work for it. But why put time, energy, and effort into something that you truly don't care about in your heart? Find what you care about. Find your hobby and turn it into something more. Because if you're good at something, never do it for free. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon.
50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush.
Now it begins.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, your number one source for... I don't know. Nothing really. I have some pretty important news, which I'm sure you're probably going to hear from 80,000 other people, but I figured I'd be on top of it and give it to you anyway. Overnight, Treyarch has patched Black Ops 2 for the PS3. Just the PS3 for now. Xbox is going to come later in the weekend, but for now, There are some things that have been patched and fixed and tweaked on the PS3. And real quick, I'm just going to go through what's been patched, what's been fixed. So let's just get right to it. First off, a lot of smaller issues have been addressed and fixed. The list is very long. I'm not going to go over every single one. But the issues include your teammates stealing your care packages faster than you can grab them with the PDA. A number of error messages have been fixed. A failsafe was added to prevent spawn trapping in CTF. And a lot of other little exploits were fixed and addressed. So there will be a link in the description to the entire list, like I said. But the gameplay balancing is the most important thing about this update. So I'm going to make sure I go over every single one of these. There's not too many, but there's enough that you guys are going to want to hear every one. So here are the tweaks and adjustments that have been made to the gameplay balancing. First off, score streaks. The UAV has been increased from 350 to 425, which should hopefully prevent some UAV spam. I mean, it's not a huge adjustment. It's not that much higher, but I guess it should prevent that spam a little bit. And the lightning strike has been adjusted. They added a 750 millisecond delay to the lightning strike. So I guess once you call it in, there's a little bit of a delay before it actually drops, which honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of liked how the lightning strike kind of dropped almost immediately. If you remember the mortars from Black Ops, those things barely got you any kills. But with the lightning strike, it's a similar kill streak, but it guarantees you a couple more kills. So they added a little delay to it. Probably not that big of a deal. We'll see how that turns out. Equipment and grenades. Bouncing Betty, they increased the grace period between the trigger and activation by 200 milliseconds. So now you have more time to go to prone once that Betty goes off. Sensor grenades, they increased the range, frequency, and amount of time that players appear after the explosion. So the sensor grenade actually got a buff, which is surprising. Definitely surprising. Concussion grenade, decreased movement penalty and turn speed penalty when hit, meaning concussion grenade has been nerfed. Thank you, Jesus. That thing is such a pain in the ass. Now, on to the SMGs. All SMGs now have increased hip fire recoil. That's a big adjustment. Also, the max hip fire spread has been increased from 4.75 to 5. And on top of that, bullet penetration has been reduced for all SMGs. So a big nerf to the SMGs. I know some people might be happy about that. I kind of expected that to happen eventually, so I'm kind of glad they did it early on. MSMC has increased recoil, and the PDW also has increased recoil. So that's it for the SMGs. Now, the assault rifles. All assault rifles have reduced idle sway for more reliable long-range aiming. So essentially, a pretty decent buff to all the assault rifles right there. XM8, reduced lethal range of 3-hit kills from 250 to 50 inches. That's a pretty big nerf. And they've also increased the recoil for the XM8 with select fire. The FAL with select fire has increased recoil. Again, thank you, Jesus. The SWAT with select fire also has increased recoil. This is a good thing. I like that the burst weapons have increased recoil with select fire now. And finally, the MTAR's auto-aim values are now consistent with all the other assault rifles. So M8 got nerfed a little bit, FAL got nerfed, the SWAT got nerfed, but overall, the assault rifles kind of got buffed, which sounds contradictory, but I guess it's not. The sniper rifles. All sniper rifles have increased hip fire spread. All sniper rifles with laser sight have increased hip fire spread. And the XPR 50 has slightly increased recoil. So, a nerf for the sniper rifles. Shotguns. The R870's one-hit kill range has been reduced by 45 inches. That's a pretty big change. Right there, everyone's favorite shotgun has been nerfed fairly significantly. And finally, a patch for the two pistols, the B23R and the Cap 40. Both got reduced headshot multipliers from 1.4 to 1. And that's that. Like I said, there are a lot of other little issues that were addressed. The link is in the description below to view the full list. So, what do you guys think about these fixes? Me personally, they addressed some things I wanted them to address. Overall, it seems like a decent patch. Theater mode should be returning shortly. So, I mean, they addressed some good things. Still no sign of a lag or hit detection patch, so stuff like that is probably going to have to wait for a while. But these are the notes for the PS3 update 1.04 for Black Ops 2. Like I said, Xbox is going to be happening this weekend, so as soon as that happens, and if there's significant differences between the PS3 and the Xbox One, I'll be sure to post up the details for you. So, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think about this patch in the comments below. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon. What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and I have a very quick, helpful tip for you today. Hopefully helpful. If you're like me and you don't like the brand new YouTube layout, look at my screen right now. This is the old YouTube layout. I got it back. I have to thank TGB Kyle for this tip. He's the one that came up with it. He's where I got it from. So check him out. He's actually a real cool kid. giving credit where it's due. But I want to make sure we spread this around because I do not like the new YouTube layout at all. So here is all you have to do. Be on YouTube, anywhere, any video, any page, it doesn't matter. This only works on Google Chrome. I know that. So if you don't have Google Chrome, get it. It's the browser I use all the time anyway, so it worked out perfectly for me. Right-click anywhere, inspect element. There's going to be a code in the description below. There's going to be just a little bit of text. Go to console, paste that right there, hit enter, close it, restart the browser, and you will have the old YouTube layout back. As you can see right here, everything is the way it used to be. I mean, this layout isn't perfect, but you know what? It is way, 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 way better than the brand new one, in my opinion. I don't like the new one at all. It's hurting people's views, and it just looks bad. You know, with the big white space on the side, like what the hell? I don't know. I really don't like it. Whatever. Life goes on. So that's it. If you want the old YouTube layout back, that's how you do it. Leave a thumbs up if you like this, and shout out to TGB Kyle once again for coming up with it. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon.
50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush. Now it begins.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and I want you to take a look at something right here. Look at this. 2. Wait a minute. 3. Hold up. 4. Put it down. Come on. Wait. What? Another one? Oh, look. 5. Are you serious, dude? Last night, I came across these kids who were doing this. The only thing I can call it is game-breaking assault shield glitch. I mean, look at this. Look at what's going on. How does this happen? Honestly, I was playing Search and Destroy. Do not ask me why. I was bored, and these kids in the lobby were bragging about doing these glitches. So I was like, all right, let me hang around for a little bit, and I infiltrated their party, and we get into a game, and these kids are doing this the entire game. This Clutchtifer kid, he's like the leader of the clan, and his little butt buddies followed him around and did it too. But I mean, I don't even know what to say. This is a ridiculous glitch. It has to be patched. It has to be fixed. If you came here to learn how to do it, no. that's not what you're gonna learn right here. This is an informational video to show the people at Treyarch that they need to fix this. Look at these shields all over the place. That kid put up 6 shields at a time. Imagine if an entire 6-man team or even a 9-man team did that. 9 times 6 is 54 assault shields. Could you imagine going against a team who sets up 54 assault shields in their spawn and camps behind them? It would ruin the match. It would ruin the game. Absolutely 100% ruin it. And I really don't know what else to say. This has to be patched. This is the first-person view of him doing it. It's got to be fixed. This actually hurts the game, and it hurts the online experience. It really does. Last week it was the 10th Prestige glitch, and now it's this. But honestly, the difference is the 10th Prestige glitch, I mean, I don't condone glitching at all whatsoever, but it didn't really affect other people or other people's experience with the game. You know, we all got the same amount of weapons and equipment and blah, 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 but this actually hurts the game. It really does. Right here, this is the first-person view of me just stepping back and looking in awe as these 3 kids just set up their shields all over the place. I'm also showing you this to show you that I did not partake in this glitch. I just infiltrated their party and sat back and watched this happen. I mean, this is a little ridiculous here. This is like the dumbest shit. This isn't even trolling. This is just like deliberately exploiting the game. Like if you want to glitch and hack, like do that shit on your own time, not in a public match. No one wants to see that shit. So leave a thumbs up so the Treyarch team can see this. I'll put Vonderhaar's Twitter name in the title, so hopefully you can take a look at it. And hopefully we get a fix for this ASAP. This was the first time I saw it, but I'd bet my bottom dollar that this is not going to be the last time. So spread this around. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon.
50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush. Now it begins.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and today I want to talk about zombies. As most of you probably know, today, 12/12/12. Oh my god, 12/12/12. Nuketown Zombies became available for Xbox 360 if you have the Season Pass for Black Ops 2. And on your screen right now is a little bit of gameplay from Nuketown Zombies. This is a really awesome zombies map. It's probably my favorite one in the game so far. I haven't been able to play that much zombies. I've been just so caught up in multiplayer. But I do plan on diving in headfirst to zombies very soon, which is actually kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I have an idea for a zombies series that, to my knowledge, hasn't really been done before. I don't think it's been done the way that I want to do it. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to give all the details away right now, but it will involve me and a few other people. So I want to get your feedback on which mode or which map we should play. Should I do Transit? Should I do Nuketown? You know, what's your favorite zombies mode or map, and what do you want to see as far as zombies goes? With all the great new stuff they added to zombies, like the Transit mode and the theater, all this stuff I really want to integrate into my channel, and I have some really great ideas for stuff to do with zombies, because I know a lot of you guys enjoy zombies, and most of the community loves zombies, so I want to bring you some really great zombies content. I also want to ask you, and I'm probably going to regret asking this, but I want to know who you guys would like to see in my zombie series. Do me a favor, do not say, you know, White Boy 7th Street, do not say Syndicate, do not say people who have no idea who I am and probably couldn't give two shits about me. It's got to be somewhat realistic. They can be bigger than me, but it's kind of got to be realistic. You know, I want people who have their own channels, and we can kind of promote each other and you know, get a nice community series going that should be a lot of fun. It should be pretty damn entertaining if it goes the way that I'm hoping it'll go. So let me know in the comments who you'd like to see in the series with me. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably see the people that I talk to on a regular basis. Maybe some of them you'd like to see play with me. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments. And that's going to do it. So just prepare yourself for some great zombie stuff coming real soon. If you have the Season Pass, be sure to pick up Nuketown Zombies for Xbox 360 today. And that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon. The dawn is coming. The end is near. And the dead shall rise. Are you ready? Welcome to Call of Duty Scorigins. Today, we'll be taking a look at the Hunter-Killer drone. The Hunter-Killer is a lethal score streak requiring 525 points to obtain. A kill with the drone will reward the player with 25 points towards their next score streak. Upon equipping the drone, the player must manually throw it using the right trigger, and it will automatically seek out an enemy or vehicle to take down. Its real-world depiction, however, works a bit differently. There are currently two known operational armed drones in the American arsenal, the MQ-1 Predator and the MQ-9 Reaper. Both were manufactured by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems right here in the United States. The MQ-9 is a larger and heavier aircraft than its MQ-1 predecessor, but packs a much larger punch. And a single MQ-9 Reaper comes with a hefty price tag of $36 million per unit. But neither of these unarmed vehicles are as small or as portable as the Hunter-Killer that appears in Black Ops 2. Once the drone is equipped, the player can either throw it into the air, letting it automatically seek out a target, or take a more direct approach. The drone sensor will light up when a nearby enemy has been locked onto. Just be sure to deploy with caution. The Hunter-Killer is easily one of the most effective lethal score streaks in Black Ops 2, but it can be countered with little effort. Flak Jacket is an option to counter the lethal strike of the Hunter-Killer drone, but depending on the player's current health and point of impact, it won't always do the trick. The more reliable option is the Blind Eye perk. With Blind Eye equipped, the Hunter-Killer will ignore you completely, and as long as you don't get too close to your teammates, you should walk away without a scratch. The Hunter-Killer can also be used in a support role, with the ability to take out enemy score streaks. It's incredibly effective at destroying enemy UAVs and counter UAVs, and can help turn the tide of a match back in your favor. The Hunter-Killer makes a distinct noise when locked onto a target, so when you hear this sound on the battlefield, take my advice and head for cover. All in all, the Hunter-Killer drone is a fun and innovative addition to the multiplayer experience. Unless, of course, you find yourself on the receiving end. Which in that case, it's a newbie, annoying, cunt-ass motherfucking piece of shit that shouldn't even be in the fucking game. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Call of Duty Scorigins, and be sure to come back every Wednesday for new episodes right here on Machinima Respawn. Be sure to leave a comment below with which score streak you'd like to see next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/DenkOps. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon.
50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush.
Now it begins.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and I got some, what is this, Ground War Domination on Meltdown, I think it is. I'm playing with Pacific Tomb. You could hear him make a few cameos probably throughout this video, but before I get started real quick, I just want to say that, you know, my thoughts are with the families of the victims from yesterday's shooting. I can't even imagine going through something like that, so keep them in your thoughts. But switching gears a little bit, what I want to talk about today is something pretty interesting that Treyarch tweeted out and put together today. A lot of people have been talking about the matchmaking system in this past month since the game's been out, myself included. But what they did today is they kind of put together this really long article, I'll link it in the description below, that pretty much states exactly how they go through the matchmaking system, what's prioritized over what, why you get in certain games and everything like that. It's a pretty long article, like I said, but there is some good information in it, and I know not everybody's going to sit down and read the whole damn thing, so I figured I'd kind of just break down some of the important things. So the main thing that I noticed, and the main thing that just, it bugs me. I'm not going to complain. I have been having fun recently with this game. The connections at the beginning started off very bad. They are improving. They definitely are improving. But in this article, it states the three, I guess let's call them layers, that the game goes through to put you in a match. The first layer is proximity. It starts close to you, expands from there, and that's the first step on figuring out if they should put you in that match or not. The second layer, now this is what bothers me, and it bothers a lot of people. The second layer is the skill range. This is where the skill-based matchmaking comes in at the second layer. I'll quote directly from the article right here. This is very loose criteria in public match and is a broad stroke filter that avoids games at the extreme ends. A player of very high skill should generally not get matched to games where the average skill of players is very low, and vice versa.
Pop, buddy! Pop off! Yeah! Yeah, let's go!
And there's Tomb cheering me on. But anyway, that's a direct quote from the article. Now, I'm not mad that that's in there, because a version of that has been in many Call of Duties in the past. My issue with it is that it's layer 2 as opposed to layer 3. Layer 3 is where the game tests for the best connection quality out of the games that it found. Connection quality includes a measure of ping and bandwidth between you and the host and the NAT compatibility. So the third and final layer is the game finding a match for you that has the best connection. It doesn't take a genius to see how that could use some improvement. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not crying about skill-based matchmaking. The issue is that, in my opinion, in my book, I consider this an issue, is that it prioritizes it over the connection. So let's take an extreme case, right? I'm in Philly. It's trying to search for matches somewhat close to me. And if it can't find good ones, it's going to expand and expand and expand. So maybe I'll get in a match with a host from, let's say, South Carolina. I don't know. Just, I'm taking it to the extreme here. So it finds a couple matches. Now, some of those matches might be excellent connections. Some of them might be mediocre connections. But it's not worrying about that yet. It's worrying about putting me in a match where I'm facing players, for the most part, at my skill level. Again, which is fine. Not crying about that. But it would seem like the logical thing to do would be to find the maybe 5 or 6 best games as far as connection goes, to where I'll be able to, you know, shoot people that I'm actually shooting at and actually hit them and you know, take them down. And then, out of those matches, match me up against people at my skill level. You know what I mean? It seems like a simple concept, and I'm really sitting here trying to figure out why it's not that way. Now, of course, I don't develop games, I don't code games. This isn't my field of expertise, but it seems like that would be the logical thing to do. But regardless, that's how the matchmaking system works. That's laid out exactly how it was in the article. Those 3 layers: proximity, skill range, connection, in that order. And then it goes into things that can degrade the quality of your connection, like having low bandwidth, having restrictive NAT, playing over Wi-Fi, things like that. You know, the usual things that most of us know. And from there it goes into, you know, if you live in a secluded part of a specific country or region, it might be hard finding a match. Time of day also has an effect on matchmaking, as well as DLC. Because what DLC does is it divides the matchmaking into people who have DLC and people who don't have DLC. So a lot goes into matchmaking. I think we all pretty much knew that, but I'm kind of glad they put this article out to just solidify how exactly they go about putting people in matches. Now, the final thing they talk about is the search preferences, which you can change when you're getting into a match. I'll read directly from the article right here. In the Find Match selection screen, press the button labeled Search Preferences and select your preference. Normal follows the exact steps outlined above. Any reduces restrictions and will return results faster. And Best increases requirements for connection quality and may result in longer search time. So, the tip that a lot of people gave you, put it on Best and you'll get better connections. Yes, that is true. But the groundwork of their matchmaking system is not based around connection. So it will try to lean in favor of your connection, but it's not always going to be on point. And that's that. I pretty much just wanted to give you guys this information because a lot of people are trying to debunk certain rumors about the matchmaking system. People are like, oh no, there's no skill-based matchmaking. And everyone else is like, oh no, there is skill-based. So this is just kind of breaking down how matchmaking works exactly in Black Ops 2 with no questions, right from the horse's mouth at Treyarch. So that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys found this information informational. And if you did, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon. Oh, one more thing. A brand new Call of Duty Origins is now live on Machinima Respawn, Episode 3, Drone. That link is also in the description, so go ahead and check that out and leave some love on that. Peace!
50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush. Now it begins.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and I've got a pretty cool gameplay here using the Executioner. All of my gun kills are with the Executioner except for one, and I'm running the EMP Lodestar Swarm, which is an incredibly effective setup. I definitely recommend you guys trying it out if you haven't. I managed to get all of my streaks in the first round with just the Executioner and some flag caps. Only reason I did this is because, I don't know, I wanted to try something different in this match. You know, it's fairly easy to run around and do well with a secondary in this game, especially with, like, the B-23, which probably should be a primary, or, you know, the Cap 40, which is insane. But the Executioner is one of the lesser used pistols, so I wanted to give it a go. You'll see me play fairly cautious, not trying to get into too many mid to long range gunfights, and I managed to finish 40-5. But enough about the gameplay. Today there's two things that I want to talk about. The first of which is my holiday plans. I'm actually going to be leaving early tomorrow and spending the holiday week with my family. So between now and then, there won't be too many videos posted from me. I'll do my best to squeeze 1 or 2 in before Christmas, but it's going to be kind of tough. But after Christmas, we'll be right back on track with some awesome new stuff. And over the Christmas break, my videos will be airing on Respawn, so you'll still get Scorigins on Wednesday and Origins on Saturday, so you'll still be hearing a lot from me over the break. It just won't be so much on this channel. So that's that. But the other thing, the main thing I wanted to touch on is the rumors, and I don't want to call it drama, but just kind of the BS that was going on yesterday on Twitter. Not sure if you guys know what I'm talking about, so I'll fill you in real quick. Basically, a rumor got started yesterday that Machinima might be making some cuts to their partner's CPM. CPM, for those who don't know, is cost per thousand. M is the Roman numeral for thousand, so in YouTube terms, it's cost per 1,000 views. Essentially, it determines how much you get paid per X amount of views, etc. The way it is now, to my understanding, is that the bigger channels make a little more than channels my size and smaller, which honestly is understandable. I don't have a problem with that. If I bring in 100,000 views a month and you bring in 3 million, you know, in my opinion, you deserve to get paid more, so whatever. Now, the viewer, which is you, I'm sure couldn't give a shit what we get paid. You just want to see content. So it kind of bothers me when I see commentators or anybody who makes videos on Twitter just openly spilling the details of their contract, complaining about how much they're getting paid, and complaining about the company that's paying them. I mean, it bugs me. It really, really does. First off, anytime you sign a contract, there's most likely going to be something in there that says you're not allowed to share details about this contract with anybody. But you still have people saying, oh, I make this much and it's shit and Machinima's terrible and I'm going to Yoush and blah, blah, blah. Like, honestly, if I can be blunt for a second, shut the hell up. Honestly, people hear a rumor, no idea if it's definitely true or not or who it might affect. It's all just a bunch of people blowing smoke right now. But everybody's saying, oh, F Machinima, they're terrible, they're cutting pay and blah, blah, blah. Right, because pay cuts don't happen in the real world, do they? Like, it's part of life, it's part of a job, which this is to some people. It happens. At the end of the day, we're essentially getting paid to play video games and post our scores in video form on the internet. We're getting paid for that. And people still want to bitch. Like, be loyal to something for once in your life. Until Machinima does me wrong personally or does harm to me or my channel, until that happens, until that day comes, I am a Machinima guy for life. They've been so great to me. They showed me so much love, especially on Respawn. I have 2 weekly series on Respawn. Probably going to be a 3rd soon, for crying out loud. And, you know, it's nothing against Yoush or any other network. I have a lot of friends over at Yoush, good people who I really like. This is nothing against them. It's just, I'm a Machinima guy, you know? I'm grateful for what they've done for me, and I'm grateful to be able to make some extra dough entertaining you guys. You know, it's a blast. So, all in all, man, just be grateful for what you have. Be loyal to the network you represent. You know, you're representing them. Try to be somewhat professional about your situation if you want to be taken seriously. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's that. It had to be said. I'm just glad I have people like you guys who watch my content, enjoy it. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the love, and honestly, I have no complaints. I'm good. I'm good with my channel. I'm good with my network. I got no complaints. So, thank you guys for everything. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys have a very safe and wonderful holiday and Christmas, and I will catch you guys in the next couple days. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon.
50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush. Now it begins.
Welcome to Call of Duty Scorigins. Today, we'll be taking a look at the A.G.R. The A.G.R, or Autonomous Ground Robot, is a lethal, controllable score streak unlocked at level 27 and requires 1,000 points to obtain. Once obtained, a marker must be thrown inside the battlefield, and the A.G.R will arrive via helicopter, in similar fashion to the care package. Once the robot becomes active, the player then has 2 options. The first is to allow the A.G.R to operate on its own. The vehicle will make its way through the map, attacking all enemies within its field of view, with the exception of those using the cold-blooded perk. The second, and much more effective option, is to control the A.G.R manually. Once in the driver's seat, you're in full control of the robot's movement and firepower. Use the right trigger to fire the robot's regular ammunition, and the left trigger to fire its high-powered missiles. Each kill with the A.G.R. rewards the player with 25 points towards their next score streak. The idea of a deadly, controllable robot was first introduced in Modern Warfare 3 with their popular kill streak known as the Assault Drone. But both the Assault Drone and the A.G.R. are much more advanced than any real-life manufactured robots to date. Take, for example, the US Army's Autonomous Platform Demonstrator, or APD. 6 wheels, 15 feet long, 9.6 tons of steel. Though much larger and more powerful than its Black Ops 2 counterpart, the APD is equipped with similar capabilities, such as obstacle detection, avoidance technology, and the ability to maneuver on rough terrain. In Black Ops 2, it's one of only 2 score streaks that possess the ability to be controlled either remotely or automatically. The A.G.R.'s movement capabilities are surprisingly diverse. It can climb and descend staircases with ease, and can even squeeze into tight doorways and narrow corridors. For maximum efficiency, it's best to deploy the A.G.R. in areas of importance, such as near flag points or hot zones. When taking control of the robot, always be sure to check your surroundings. Enemies will be marked with a red diamond when in range, unless they have the Cold-Blooded perk equipped, as mentioned earlier. While Cold-Blooded is a great counter to the A.G.R. when it's not being controlled remotely, it will not hide you from the view of a first-person manual attack. The most efficient counters to the A.G.R. are EMP grenades and Black Hat PDAs. Just 2 EMP grenades will destroy the vehicle, so be sure to be fast on the trigger to avoid a swift demise. Due to its ability to operate on its own, the A.G.R. just may be the most diverse score streak in Black Ops 2. When an automated robot is patrolling a map, it's almost like having an extra teammate. And given the teammates I'm usually paired with, I'll take all the help I can get. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Call of Duty Scorigins, and be sure to come back every Wednesday for new episodes right here on Machinima Respawn. Be sure to leave a comment below with which score streak you'd like to see next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/DenkOps. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon.
50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush. Now it begins.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and I'm back from my little mini Christmas vacation. It was awesome. I had a week with the family, away from work, away from YouTube, and it's good to do that every now and then to just kind of clear your head and refocus, and I hope you all had a great Christmas. Didn't really play Black Ops 2 for an entire week, and I popped it in last night and got this game. I think it's like 80-something kills, ground war domination on Yemen, but of course, that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I want to talk about is something that I've seen a lot of, especially recently, and it's kind of starting to become a trend. And I'm talking about the call-out videos, or the exposure videos, where someone, generally a small YouTuber, makes a big, long, dramatic rant about another YouTuber, claiming how they've changed, or they lied, or they're all around terrible, and how you should unsub from them, and they just spew a bunch of hate at them. And more of these videos are starting to pop up recently, and it's honestly, it's absolutely ridiculous on so many levels, and trust me, I'm going to cover every one of those levels. We all know how it started, right? A smaller YouTuber had some beef with a much bigger YouTuber over a number of tips and tricks videos, all right? It was iFly, screw it. It was iFly. Now look, I have no personal beef with iFly. I don't honestly have personal beef with anybody, any YouTuber. And I'm not calling him out or anything like that, I'm just stating a fact. And the fact is, he was the genesis of this ridiculous trend on YouTube. Because here's what happened after that video came out. He had like, what, 5,000 subs when that video dropped? And within a week, he was up to over 75,000. That's an insane jump. That's an unimaginable increase in your subscriber base, no matter how big or small you are. You don't get 70,000 subs in a week. You know, that's crazy. And it's all because of that one video. But the thing is, a lot of smaller channels realized it. They noticed that big jump. They said, wow, he gained 70,000 subscribers just by calling someone out on some bullshit. And a lot of times when you're a small channel and you're not growing as quickly as you'd like to, you start to get a little desperate, you know? So now you have small channels who aren't very successful, attempting to make these long, dramatic videos about bigger YouTubers, and they sit back and expect it to blow up like iFlies did, and that's how they think they're going to build their channel. And honestly, man, this is exactly why, and I said this the other day, this is exactly why smaller YouTubers don't get a lot of respect. Because they're too busy trying to get, you know, a quick 15 minutes of fame by calling out a bigger YouTuber. Now, in response, someone might say, well, it worked for iFly. Did it? Did it really work for iFly? You really want to be in his shoes right now? He did what he felt he had to do. But instead of handling an issue privately, he made it public and tried to bring someone else's channel down. Just the other night, a lot of people were tweeting about this video of some dude calling out Woody. And this guy had like, I don't know, not even 100 subs. And he just went off about how he's a fraud and how he's changed and how just all this hateful stuff, trying to get people to unsub from Woody. And it's just like that whole idea, that whole concept where you're just going to sit in front of a microphone and spew hate and expect your channel to thrive, or at least get, you know, a quick 15 minutes from it. It's ridiculous. It's stupid, and it's corny as hell, and it makes you look bad. As time goes on, this community just seems to get more and more hateful. Not all of us. I know there are a lot of great people on YouTube, big and small, and I'd hope you guys would consider me as one of those people, but when you see shit like this go down, and you see these desperate people trying to make a quick name for themselves by being hateful and over-dramatic, like, that's the shit that makes me not even want to be a part of this community. And it sucks just seeing so many of these videos just pop up day after day. This person, liar, cheater, fraud. This other person, thief and hypocrite and blah, like, it's, come on. It's ridiculous. So the point of this whole thing, I had to get this off my chest because I've been thinking about this like the whole week as I've seen more and more of these videos pop up. Regardless of how you feel about someone else, on YouTube specifically, just keep it to yourself. Honestly, if you don't like them, don't watch them. Don't subscribe to them. Don't pay them any attention. Because if you try to build your channel off of nothing but hate and bullshit, you will fail. I don't plan on failing. And I encourage everybody out there who makes content, big or small, to just stick to what you do best. Create to the best of your ability. Be real and be good to people. And you'll be surprised what happens. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk. And I'll see you soon.
We lost Bravo. 50,000 people used to live here. Remember, no rush.
Now it begins.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and the commentary you're about to listen to is a little different than anything I've done before. Usually, I'll have a topic in mind, I know what I want to say, you know, I set up, I put my mic on, and I get going. But very late last night, I was thinking about what my next commentary would be, and I just kind of turned on the microphone and just started talking into it. You know, just kind of having a conversation. And I think it came out pretty cool. So, let me know if you kind of like this style. It's a lot more relaxed, it's a lot more chill, it's not like a prepared commentary. And let me know what you guys think about it. So, enjoy. Some jimmies got rustled in the last video, so I think it was a pretty good video. Got good feedback. Check it out. You can expect that when someone's kind of like, you know, maybe we should chill on the drama a little bit. I know people like their drama, but sometimes you just gotta chill on it. But what I do want to talk about actually is a more gameplay topic, a more COD-oriented topic. It kind of sucks. You know, we're not even 2 months out from the release of Black Ops 2, and it feels like everything's been done already. You know, there's tons of 100 pluses. People are posting daily 100 pluses. People are already getting 200 double swarms, world's fastest swarm, and quickest Lodestar, and I don't know. It's like it's crazy. I feel like everything's kind of been done already. You know, and as a content creator, that's one of the last things you want to happen. That's something you do not want to happen, is not run out of ideas necessarily, but run out of You know, now you're kind of forced to switch it up, as opposed to saying, hey, let me switch it up a little bit today. Let me try like this, and this. Now it's like kind of like, okay, well, everybody else is doing this, so I really don't have a choice but to do something different. But my goal right now is that 100 plus. That's what I'm. That's the only reason I turned on this game really is to get that 100 plus. It sucks. It's the only thing in Call of Duty that I haven't done. You know, I got nukes. Modern Warfare 2, I got nukes. As most of you saw, I got my very first nuke just a couple months ago. Because I really wasn't a hardcore gamer. I wasn't really like hardcore Call of Duty in Modern Warfare 2. That didn't really start till like Black Ops. You know, nukes was the thing for Modern Warfare 2, and then what was after that? Then Black Ops. I mean, everybody had Blackbird chopper gunner dogs. I did that. Got the quick VSATs and quick dogs, all that stuff. Did all that, and then I got Moabs in Modern Warfare 3, and I've already gotten plenty of double and even triple swarms and all that stuff, but I have yet to get 100 plus in any Call of Duty game. It has yet to happen. The closest I've ever gotten was 94, and that was one of the very first Black Ops 2 videos I posted. I think it was maybe like my third or fourth Black Ops 2 video. It was my 94 kill 6v6 on Hijacked. That's the last thing I need to do is get 100 plus. I feel like once I do that, I can relax a little bit more, because, and I don't mean to sound any type of way when I see this, but it's pretty easy for me to get gameplay in this game, like uploadable quality gameplay. I consider upload quality, minimal deaths. I mean, I get at least 50 on fairly frequently. Pretty frequently. I don't really save those, though, because now I've put up 60s and 70s and 80s and that 194, and now it's kind of like, ugh. Now I'm kind of raising my own standards, and I've always said that my channel is not going to be revolved around my gameplay. I've always said that, and that's always going to ring true. My channel is about me. My channel is about me. It's about my contact and my interaction with you guys. If you're here for the gameplay, hopefully that's just a bonus. Hopefully, my point, my goal is to get you to not be here for the gameplay. Is to get you to be here for me. Because the thing, people are always like, oh, what's gonna happen when YouTube stops? What about when YouTube is not around anymore? YouTube's always gonna be around. It just recently started getting advertising and revenue and being a legitimate source for entertainment. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's not a legitimate source for entertainment. And while YouTube isn't gonna go away, there may come a time when COD starts to die off. And I think if that happens, a lot of people are going to kind of be asked out. Like, oh, what do I do now? All I can do is post 600 kill gameplays and barely stumble through a commentary. You know what I mean? There are people like that who are successful, and if that's their thing, that's cool. But that's not my thing. I don't want my thing to be that. I want my thing to be, you come here for me. You come here to hear what I have to say, and the gameplay is just background. Like, honestly, I could put friggin' One Tree Hill in the background. I don't know. I don't know why that came to my head. But honestly, I could put any game or any just my face if we're doing a vlog or whatever. I want to get it to a point where you come here to hear and see me, and nothing else. And I'm constantly going to be looking for ways to better entertain you, ways to raise the bar for myself. Eventually, I'll start segueing a little more of my personal life into this, a little more of what I do in real life, and a lot more getting you to know me a little better and what I do when I'm not sitting here behind the mic. I think you guys might be surprised at some of the stuff that I would like to eventually show you. But for now, my quest is the 100 plus. That's what I'm trying to bang out, and hopefully we can make it happen.
50,000 people used to live here.
Remember, no rush. Now it begins.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, bringing you some information that you're probably going to hear like 15 times today. But just this morning, this image leaked online containing details of the very first DLC drop for Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Revolution. According to the image, it contains 4 multiplayer maps: Hydro, Grind, Downhill, and Mirage. And of course, one brand new Zombies map, Die Rise. But the biggest thing out of this whole release is that finally, for the first time ever in a Call of Duty game, we're going to be getting weapon DLC with the Peacekeeper SMG. And this is huge. This is something fans have been asking for I don't even know how long. And finally in Black Ops 2, we're going to be getting some weapon DLC, which is pretty damn awesome. The DLC pack will be released on January 29th, and it will be on Xbox 360 first. So if anyone was wondering if Activision still had that contract with Microsoft to put out DLC first on 360, they do. The DLC will most likely be 1,600 Microsoft points, or if you have the Black Ops 2 Season Pass, you'll get it for free the day it comes out. So that's it. Brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 2 DLC Revolution. 4 maps, 1 Zombies map, and a brand new gun. January 29th, first on Xbox 360. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. In the comments below, make sure you let me know what you're most excited about in this DLC drop. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up on your way out. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Denk, and I'll see you soon.